So is Litecoin setting up to go to triple digits and possibly $100 later this year? September is looking like the month where we'll start heading in the direction for either a new yearly high above that $80 range or potentially go down and test the lows and break that $49 support. And you can see from our last video, we do have some things marked out here. This line down here, right around $49, is the 200-day moving average, which right now is the long-term trend support. We had a possible price range for August, which has been the case. And then the resistance up here at around $65, which was tested again here on about August 13th. So is it finally going to break out the next time around? That is what we're going to be looking for in this video. So stay tuned and let's get into it. What's up, everyone? It's John here again with Currency.com. Is Litecoin going to show us the direction of Bitcoin again? It has been known to be an indicator for Bitcoin, but let's take a look at Litecoin and see if the price can head up towards triple digits this year, and if September is the month that it starts the next leg upwards. But before getting into that, take a second right now to hit that like and subscribe button. We have been getting a lot of great feedback, and we will continue to put out this content for you guys. And as always, first things first, let's look at our support and resistance levels. Support number one that I will keep an eye on is around $55, which is the 50-day moving average, and also right where the price ranged around for the majority of August. The next support, number two, after that is around $49, which right now is right on that 200-day moving average. And if that were to break, then Litecoin could possibly head down to lower prices. To the upside, if Litecoin continues the second leg up, $60 is the next resistance zone. And that is right where the price range, right on the monthly open for August. And resistance number three is $84, which is a yearly high from February. And let's have a look right now at the current trader sentiment for Litecoin on Currency.com. We do have 79% buyers and 21% sellers. So Charlie Lee, the founder of Litecoin, he did tweet earlier this month in August about the most recent news for Litecoin. There is a Litecoin Visa card launching, which we will talk about later in this video. And the Grayscale Litecoin Trust Fund did launch where investors can publicly trade Litecoin. Volume has been picking up and it's been pretty volatile. We will talk about that later in this video. We did go more into detail in our previous Litecoin video. The Mimblewimble testnet will be coming soon. And as soon as we get an update on that, we will have it posted here on this channel. Also, the hash rate for Litecoin is up 50% this year. Transactions are up 100% this year. And the total addresses are up 400% since August of 2017. So it looks like Litecoin is set up to continue its bull trend. But how far can it go before we go into a long-term correction? Let's look a little bit more into detail on this latest news. Litecoin's Grayscale asset, LTCN, has been pretty volatile and volume has been coming in. At the time the article was posted, Litecoin was trading at about $60.62, while LTCN shares were trading at about $54.01. The prices are close, but the difference is because the LTCN equals to about 0.094 of LTC. First, Litecoin Visa debit card is also in the works right now. It is being launched by Block Card, and Charlie Lee told Cointelegraph that this is the second attempt to make this happen because the first time it did fail due to LitePay going out of business. There is other crypto debit cards right now, but this one is different because Litecoin will be the native currency, so your funds are kept in Litecoin until you actually swipe your card. And at the time this news was announced, there was about 300 users that did sign up for the card. Meanwhile, Litecoin still is a top 10 cryptocurrency and does continue to have one of the biggest social media followings. And talks about Litecoin have been picking up here. As you can see on YouTube searches, there are more content creators making videos, anticipating a big move for Litecoin. But let's jump into the Currency.com platform, have a look at the chart and see what we can see, and if right now is a good time to buy or to wait for more of a dip. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, it does look like the price will range for the rest of August, possibly will start to move going right into September. I can see a head and shoulder pattern happening, and then we either break out to the upside or come back down to test this support level at around $49, or even the 50-day moving average again, which will be right around $55. It's almost similar to here at the beginning of the year, where the price made a new high, came down to that 21-day moving average, and then continued upwards, retraced, and failed to hold that 50-day moving average as a support for the right shoulder. And this time around, things could be different since there is a lot of bullish news for Litecoin right now, and the market does seem to show a lot of strength for the bulls unless we get some bearish news come out in the next few days to weeks. In strong bull markets, the price does like to test the 50-day moving average and then bounce from it. And I think September will be the month where the price finally bounces. It sets up to test a high of around $69. And if that is the case, then we most likely will break out of there and continue upwards to go test that yearly resistance level at around $85. And consolidating here, making it a strong support would be great. Since the RSI is back to the 50 range, the MACD also looks oversold and will start heading back towards zero. And that means when the RSI starts going into the overbought range again, the MACD will finally be right around zero, and the price will most likely be up testing that $69 resistance level, which would be about a 20% bounce from the current prices. In the previous highs, the last one in 2019, there was also a head and shoulder pattern here, another one right at the beginning of 2020, and now we are at the third one right now for the current setup. One thing that these head and shoulder patterns all have in common is the RSI. You can see that these 3 times in the recent years have been the only times that it's been in the overbought range on the daily chart. But one thing that makes this time around different than the others is that the RSI is already down at 50, and the price did hold off on this 50-day moving average support level. So in a bull case scenario, longing at current levels in this head and shoulder setup would not be a bad idea. Depending on your risk management and your trade size, you could set your stop loss about 5% down, right around $52. Have a take profit for this resistance zone right up here, right around $65, which is about a 15% bounce. And if the price does try to test that $69 range, then you could even hold on to the long, because this would be another attempt at it and it would eventually break out. So let me know in the comments, are you long or short on Litecoin right now? Do you think we will follow the head and shoulder pattern with the bullish scenario and break out to test the August high resistance level? Or are you bearish, and do you think the head and shoulder pattern is bearish, will break down, and will come right back down to test the 200-day moving average? I want to thank you for tuning in. Good luck with your trades. It's John from Currency.com. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.